Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Finally, I have some free time to sit here and debate with you guys again. As you can see from my background, yes, I'm already back to Melbourne, and in the last 2 days, I was busy crying because I was too sad, too emotional to leave my family again. Okay, I'm just kidding. I haven't cried for a long time. And nowadays, I wouldn't cry for non-important things. I think last time I cried was when my leg hit the chair accidentally. So today's topic might be a bit harsh if you are dating or you are interested in dating an Asian woman. Today we are talking about money. If you are very rich and generous, you can skip my video now, since money won't be an issue in your relationship anyways. So, have you ever been in a situation that your Asian girlfriend asks you for financial support? Trust me, I have seen this every now and then. And in most cases, she wouldn't ask you bluntly like, "Hey babe, can you give me some money?" That is just too direct and sounds too much like an exchange. Instead, she would say that, I need this money to help with my younger brother's tuition fee. I need this money to help with my unhealthy retired parents. I need this money to pay off my university debt. I need this money to prove to my parents that you love me sincerely, blah, 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 blah. So, would you give the money to her? Have you ever given the money to her? And how did you feel after you gave the money to her? Did you feel normal or uncomfortable? Please pause right now and comment to let me know. The thing is, maybe you are in a long distance relationship with her for whatever reasons. You barely see each other. You message her every day, you call her every day to maintain this relationship. Some worst case scenario, you haven't even met each other in real life. Maybe you just dated her for a couple of times. Maybe you are together for a couple months. How long you have known each other doesn't matter. Anyways, she needs the money from you. I know there is a difference between the West and the East when it comes to dating and money. In Western culture, more people are pursuing gender equality compared to Asian countries, especially the young generation. The calling for women's independence results in lots of bill splitting in a relationship. I know there are some couples, not many of course, that splitting the bill, the rent, and even daily expenses. For example, this time you owe me $100. Remember to pay me back once you get your paycheck. I don't know how that type of relationship works, and I'm not judging here. But honestly, I can never do that in a relationship, and I don't think I could ever accept that type of relationship either. I would just feel so weird and super awkward. Feels like I'm not dating someone but dealing with my accountant. Anyways, just my personal opinions. In Asian culture, there is barely any bill splitting thing in a relationship. I would say in most cases, the guy pays more, except the cases that the woman is making much more than the guy. I know some of you may say, "Oh, I had Chinese girlfriends before. They paid for me most of the time. It is not true. You're lying." Well, you know who you were dealing with, okay? Not every single Chinese girl, every single Asian girl is sugar mommy and successful businesswoman material, okay? And don't debate with me if your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriends are American-born Chinese, British-born Chinese, Canadian-born Chinese, Australian-born Chinese, etc. It is just completely different story, different case, because they grew up in a different environment. So, Asian culture is like that for thousands of years. Sexism and patriarchy made it very common that women should be taken care of by men. So your daddy should spoil you when you are young, and your husband should spoil you when you are married, just like how your father carries all the responsibilities in this family. Well, everything has two sides. If you enjoy the convenience and advantage of being a man in Asia, then you have to bear the disadvantage, the heavy responsibilities as well, right? I said this to make the Asian girlfriend asking for financial support thing less awkward and less strange. And I'm pretty sure some Western girls do that as well, because gold diggers are everywhere. Anyways, why does she need the money? Asian countries are relatively less developed, and the average salary there is not high in general. As far as I know, the average salary in Southeast Asia is even much lower than the one in East Asia. I wouldn't name the countries, but I know they are making perhaps 1/5 of what I was making back in China. Please don't bring up girls from Singapore, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Shenzhen, places like that, okay? I know those girls are making very decent income. I'm talking about the average salary in Asia in general, okay? What I'm trying to say is that the background is different and the financial status is different. There might be more chance that your Asian girlfriend will be asking you for financial support compared to your girlfriends from your home country. For example, first time you are traveling overseas with your Chinese girlfriend, your Thai girlfriend, and she couldn't afford to pay for the expensive tickets, and you may want to help her with the tickets. You understand what I mean, right? So you paid for the tickets and she paid for the hotel, stuff like that. Okay, why does she need the money? You are the only one to figure out the real reason why she needs the money. Is she in trouble? Is her family in trouble? Would you mind helping her family? Is it urgent? Is it necessary? Not sure if you still want to give her the amount of money, if she just wants to buy new clothes, new bags, new makeups, and so on. You know, sometimes in some cases, they can make some excuses up, especially when you are the biggest simp in this relationship. You know what I mean, right? Well, if you are her sugar daddy, please ignore what I just said. After all, paying everything for her is your biggest joy in life, right? There is another true story. My friend, his Vietnamese girlfriend once asked him for money. Back then, he was in Australia and she was in Vietnam. Her reason sounded very strange to me. Basically, she was asking for $400 to pay the rent or something else. Anyways, it was a very small amount of money. What confused me was that my friend was telling me that his girlfriend was making $1,000 per month. And for some reason, she couldn't pay for her own rent. I mean, come on. There must be a lie. Either her income or the reason she needed the money was a lie. By the way, when did the salary go up this much in Ho Chi Minh? What did I miss? Anyways, my friend sent her the money just as a gift, and now he is sponsoring her to come to Australia to live with him. They met on Tinder when he traveled to Vietnam, and ever since then they have been in a long distance relationship, and I don't know how it worked. Anyways, situation like this, you sort of know what's going on. Honestly, if it is just small amount of money, I suggest you just helping her. After all, spending a little bit of money, you can spend more time with her. Why not, right? If you really like her, right? Why not? Secondly, how much money does she ask for? I think you should consider your own financial condition. I don't think many of you would be willing to give all your savings to help your girlfriend, right? Unless she puts a spell on you, or you will die if she left you, stuff like that. I'm sure you know what to do if she asks for a huge amount of money or threatens to leave. Situation like this, I don't have to teach you what to do, right? It is so obvious. We all know what's going on here, okay? I don't have to tell you what to do, okay? Please ignore me if you are her sugar daddy, okay? Once again. Thirdly, how often does she ask for money? Honestly, a couple of times is fine. Sometimes life could be tough, it is true. After all, she would be working and making money later on, not like she's living off you. What's more, you don't want to see the one you love being sad and miserable, right? However, if she keeps asking you for money every so often with different kinds of reasons, then you should be alert. Just imagine her life before she met you. Before she met you, she was doing all right, okay? She wasn't starving or anything else. Why did all these bad things happen once you start dating her? Very interesting, very intriguing. If you are retired or you are reaching retirement age and you want to go to Southeast Asia to get married again, to start a new family there, then it is a completely different story, a different case. Then you should prepare enough money for your future Asian girlfriend, your Asian wife, or your future mixed kids until they're 18 years old. After all, in this case, money does the most job in this relationship. And in such case, please don't complain that your Asian girlfriend is using too much money, okay? She deserves all your money and more. I mean, did she ever complain that you are too fast even with Viagra, right? So please be grateful. You both know what you are looking for, okay? The last but not the least, what's her attitude after she got the money? I think this is the most important thing to tell if she is serious with you, serious with this relationship, whether she was using you or not. If she acted the same, well, probably not the same. If she acted with a little bit more gratitude after you helped her, then it is normal, it is fine. If she acted like less caring or indifferently, then something is wrong. If she acts super nice and sweet every time she asks for money from you and becomes cold again after she got what she wants, then things are going south, okay? I'm not telling you to break up with her, okay? Because I could be wrong sometimes. After all, I don't know her. I don't know how your relationship functions. I don't know how you guys get along with each other. I don't know what you have been through together. Anyways, it is all depends on you to figure out what's going on. However, very likely and most likely, I think she is just using you as a free ATM. I have been there, I was once very shallow as well. When I was 20 years old, maybe, it was the time when I was being super spoiled and arrogant. I know I probably shouldn't share too much about my personal life here, but anyways, I'm just a small YouTuber, who cares, right? So there was one time my ex-boyfriend bought me a necklace as a gift. So it was about $100. It's not expensive. I still remember I acted very disappointedly. I don't know what was going on in my mind or what type of vanity I was holding. I still remember that I said bluntly to him that, why it is not gold? I don't like silver. Yeah, this is what I said to him. I can't believe I said that to him. Needless to mention, he was very upset and thought I was a material girl. Yes, this is what happened. Of course, we didn't break up because of this. We broke up due to other complex reasons. Anyways, it was years ago. I think part of the reason why I acted that way was that I had the urge to make him to prove his affection and love to me. I don't know, maybe due to my insecurity or due to my vanity, I don't know. Plus, the relationship with him back then was quite toxic. So does spending money on the one you love show your love? Of course it does, but it's not just that. Let's put it this way. You might not want to spend money on the one you don't love, but you definitely want to spend money on the one you love, 100%. What I'm trying to say is that girls could be superficial sometimes. Girls need attention and the endless certainty of being loved. Sometimes buying material things could be a good option to prove your love, to prove you care about that person. I know some people might not like what I said, but unfortunately it is true. Of course, love is far, far more than just that, just material things, Love is patience, company, sacrifice, understanding, growing. Love is a lot of things. So if you have all these good qualities except money, will you still be able to have a good relationship? In my opinion, not likely, especially with today's crazy house price, extreme competition, and the inflation. I doubt someone is still able to have a wonderful, harmonious relationship without a decent income. I mean, there will be a lot of arguments when you guys couldn't afford to hire a nanny when your baby is born, and your average salary couldn't support your wife to be a stay-at-home mom. We all know that lots of issues in marriage caused by financial problems, and there is an old saying in Chinese called 贫贱夫妻百日哀, which means life is tough and miserable for poor married couples. So sad, I know. Just as I said, no money, no honey. It's tough, it's hard, I know. How about that? Let's all be single together.